Good evening, everyone. T-Speaker 222 XRP Future Millionaire with the side bet on XM and Future Digibyte OG. So, guys, it's my favorite time of the week. Let's see our market share. I've been doing this ever since my first week because I thought it was a way to bring back my audience. Or my second week when I finally started getting some decent, even though I started up as in the beginning, you can see at the end of March, when I first started, somehow I came off running at like 500 views a day. So I've been very fortunate. I acknowledge that. So we just went over 205,000 views. So we went over 200,000 views in just under 8 weeks, guys, when this came out. It's incredible. So 8 weeks, 205,566 views. That, to me, is staggering. So we go to reach. Well, the reach, because we have to go 90 days out, because I haven't even been around 90 days. I haven't even been around 60 days, technically. So we go back 1.825 million impressions in 8 weeks. It's absolutely unfucking believable. I can't even fucking believe it. So then we go to engagement. Average engagement, 4 minutes and 30 seconds. This is where it really tickles my fancy this pissed me off when I seen this earlier. I'm not going to lie, guys. Previous period, 5 minutes and 29 seconds. Last 7 days, 3 minutes and 58 measly motherfucking seconds. The amount of work, the amount of effort I put in, now I know. And the analytics don't lie, guys, the last 7 days. This is why you guys ask me questions I always answer by the end of the video. Why you always act like I'm not giving you the real info. 3 minutes and 58 seconds. Are you out of your fucking minds? Do you know how valuable this information is? And you can't even sit through an 8-minute average video. It's about 50% of my videos right there. That's an insult. Do better. Bottom line. Stop complaining that you don't know what's going on if you're not watching even half my fucking videos. What a kick in the nuts. So let's continue. The audience. Let's see if our most important. I see something new in the AIDS. Oh my. Oh my. Okay, we can't get too excited. Our female audience was at 10.7% the last 28 days. But we go to the last 7 days for these indicators. For these market share increases, we go to the last 7 days. Our female audience, up to 10.8%, and the highest we have ever had for a 1 week audience percentage. May I add, too, do I have one very, very, very attractive audience. Not just in looks, but also in knowledge. You guys are not only good looking, you guys are smart as fuck. And to me, that's the most attractive caveat of all. You put those good looks, those killer instincts together. Now we got the whole package. It's great to look at somebody, but if they don't have a mind to talk back, it's not. So the total package is, you know what they say, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Although you can't see me, I mean, there's been a couple ways that you could have seen me on accident, but they say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, and I hope that's the case in this case, because I do have a very, very attractive female base. Not only in looks, but also knowledge and smarts. Big brains, guys. They're big brains. So, with that being said, guys, do you see what's happening here? Do you see what's happened? We cracked the 65 plus. It's happened. Can you believe it? I can't. Guys, I've been trying to get this since I started doing this my second week of market shares. I've been begging the older and wiser generation to come follow my channel, because without the older generation, you can't predict the future without the past, right? So without the past, you can't predict the future. Without the future, you're stuck in neutral. If you can't predict the future because you don't know the past, you're always going to be stuck in neutral because you don't know what the fuck's going to happen. Well, when we get our wiser, older generation, and I like to call you guys our old fuck generation, and there's nothing wrong with that. When I'm old, I'm going to say, you better motherfucking believe I'm the old fuck generation, you cocksucker. You better fucking listen to me and sit your ass down, because I've been around 65 years. You better believe I'm going to use that. Right now, I'm only 37. People are like, meh. But if I'm 67, hey, swear the 222 XRP Future Millionaire, you motherfuckers. You didn't listen to me 30 years ago. Now you're broke. That's what's going to happen. So, but I am so encouraged to see 0.4% of our audience is 65 plus now. That is a huge increase in the last 7 days. So 13 to 17, we can't crack it because I'm not allowed in 13 to 17. I acknowledge that because I am not right. for the underage. But there are people that change their ages, so I know I have in fact tapped into all markets. Because even people under 18 should have the right to shape their future with this kind of knowledge. I wish when I was 18 to 24, like 9.7% of you knew this shit, or wanted to know this shit, or took an interest to your future. I didn't do it in this way because I broke my back at 23. No excuses, like I always say. But from 25 to 34, I might as well have been useless slug. Getting shock therapy, trying to figure out if I could ever walk normal again, using a cane when I finally got to walking normal. And then going to rehab 3 to 5 days a week for fucking 3 to 5 hours a day. It fucking sucked, and that was my life for years. But, you know, by the time I got to the 35 to 44, I refigured it all out. Because at the end of 25 to 34, I went back to work as a laborer, believe it or not. Bearing underground cable lines. So it sucked. Putting the NIDs and shit on the house. And going and bearing it to the ped. Doing all that bullshit. Getting it off the fucking phone line. Or the fucking fiber lines. It fucking sucked. And then if I had to work with a machine doing the ditch witch, the machine was heavy as fuck. And you're going under a driveway. And fucking sucked. And my back didn't allow me to do it. And I did it for almost 5 fucking years. So then when I was, 35. Almost 36. I stopped doing that shit. After Julie's car accident. And I promised her I would never have to work anywhere from the house. So, obviously, I had to change things. Because at the end of working for the underground, I was doing DoorDash. So, I'd work and fucking do that for 8 to 10 hours. And I'd fucking go do DoorDash till it was dark. It fucking sucked. And then on the weekends, whenever I wasn't working, I would do that shit. It fucking sucked. So, anyhow, the 25 to 34, 36%. 36.4%. Your guys increased to the number 1 market share this last week. Congratulations. You have knocked off my current age group of 35 to 44. As I've stated many times, I'm 37 years of age. 37 fine, wine, and aged. And defined. 37 years old. With a full head of hair. And a nice goatee to go with it. I can only see out of one eye, so that is what it is. So if one half of you is good, stand on the right side. So, 35 to 44, 33.9%, and continuing to drop to those aforementioned age groups. 45 to 54, 15.6%, and continuing to grow. 55 to 64 years of age, up to 3.9%. And my father is in that age group, who I respect a lot. Very knowledgeable, good businessman, taught me a lot. So I'm very, very happy that he's part of that 3.9%. And 65 plus is 0.4%. That's an incredible jump from 0%. You've been 0% the entire time I've done the show, so I am so happy. Now. Ooh, let's see if subtitles increased. Because I've been trying to make them go on more. Last 7 days, 1%. Can you believe that? Oh, other, 5.4%. See? So other countries are using my subtitles more than America. All right, so the last 28 days, as you can see, United States was 44.4%. Now, the last 7. The United States continues to lose market share down to 41.8%, my native land. The United Kingdom continues to rise up over 10% now. 10.6% of my viewing audience. Canada, eh? My brethren from the north, eh? Because I'm from Michigan, eh? 7.0%. And sticking at number 3. You guys have been top 3 for a very, very long time, and I'm very happy about that. Mike paid $25 to Venmo. Mike, you son of a bitch. Thank you very much. He's the 8th person who's ever been caught doing that live on air. When I wasn't live streaming, that is. 8th person in this entire time. Can you believe that? And I put out over 1,500, 2,000 videos. So congratulations, Mike, and thank you for the $25. That is a blessing indeed. Australia, up to 4.0%, maintaining the number 4 spot. Number 5, again tied at 1.8%. The Netherlands and Malaysia, not to be outdone by each other, rounding out the top 5 at 1.8%. The Philippines at 1.6% at number 6. South Africa continues to grow in market share and convincingly separates from Germany at number 6. South Africa, 1.5%. Support your local farmer, your local contractor, even though they're not local, they're abroad. And also, support the entire continent of Africa. The entire country, I should say. They're very, very oppressed. That's amongst the most manipulated place to live in the world, hands down. You can say what you want about China and all this other shit, but Africa, we steal their resources. You know, they're minerally and metal-wise probably the richest place on earth, which is why they force the people into hard labor and all this bullshit. So, because of your guys' gratefulness, as I've shared the last few months, I donate $100 a month to support a local farmer. Do more than that, but I am a agriculturist or a horticulturist at heart. I love the garden. So I figured what better way than to bless, you know, their local farmers. And the $100 a month is not what they need. I acknowledge that. But if enough of us did give that, it would make a huge difference. So, not that I don't care about the other countries, but this is, in my opinion, the most oppressed place to live on the planet. So, Germany, at 0.9% at, what is that, number 8? Ireland and India at 0.8%. Both I love very dearly, and have gotten to know personally a few people from both regions, rounding out the top 8. Belgium at 0.6% at 9. New Zealand finishes out the top 10 at 0.5%. Gotta love them sons of bitches. Indonesia at 0.4% with a 3-way tie with Poland and Norway. Not to be outdone by each other. Oh no, 0.4%. Nigeria, 0.3%. Tied with a newcomer, the United Arab Emirates, at 0.3% coming in hot. Another one coming in hot, one would say, from the Middle East, Iraq, coming in at 0.2% with a clusterfuck. They're coming in as a clusterfuck unit with Finland, Switzerland, Mexico, and Singapore. None of you guys would be outdone by one another, but I welcome Iraq, Finland to the list. Switzerland, Mexico, and Singapore all round out that at 0.2%. I thank you all. My Mexicano audience, I love you dearly. You were one of the first to ever jump aboard. My brothers of the South. And sisters that I say. Singapore also rounded out that list at 0.2%, let's not forget. And another clusterfuck to round out the bottom, notably missing my home and native land, Italy, that we migrated from just 3 short generations ago. They're still on the list, but they didn't make enough of 0.1%. So Sweden at 0.1%, Romania at 0.1%, Vietnam at 0.1%, Bolivia at 0.1%. 23.2% did not have enough historical data or make enough to make the list. The last 90 days, let's see if Italy stuck around. Italy sticks around at 0.1%. I am very happy to see that. Spain, see, is also on the list in the last 28 days. So, that does it for that. Now, to the newest members of Tom's Army. Oh, yes, because we're up to 114. So, 2 days ago, we ended at, let's see, where did we end? We ended at Andy Oaks 4 days ago. So 3 days ago, Soulface Sage, part of Tom's Army. Don Doom couldn't resist Tom's Army 3 days ago. Maxime, part of Tom's Army 3 days ago. Jordan English, part of Tom's Army. Oliver Alsop joined Tom's Army. Swiftiness swiftly joins Tom's Army. Stewie Delaney didn't need to be told twice. He joined Tom's Army. One of the most respected OGs of the OGs of the OGs of the motherfucking OGs. Johnson Amio. And I can say that. I am proud that he's part of Tom's Army 2 days ago. Part of Tom's Army. He's been around since almost the very beginning. Bob Clark. Oh yes, guys. Bob Clark is part of Tom's Army. Ingrid. My beloved and dear Ingrid. Thank you for joining Tom's Army. Very, very wise soul that one is. Jonas. Part of Tom's Army. My guy. Or my... Jonas. I like that name, Jonas. Thank you for joining Tom's Army. YE123 Plays joins Tom's Army 1 day ago to round out the 1 days ago. And an incredible show of support from last night into this morning in the early night hours. What is this from PayPal? Do we get, for the first time in the history of the show, 2 donations at the same time during a recording? This would make history, guys. Whoa. Shelly with the $60 donation or whatever, because she wants to be part of the classes and the groups, but she sent too much. So I'm assuming that's donation as well. But I will indeed, Shelly, I will add you to the classes and the group, because obviously it's a 2-for-1 now. I much appreciate that. That is the biggest show of support I've ever had in recordings. That is only the 9th person that has ever been caught on video, and we've had 2 people donate. I am impressed. And the amounts that you both donated is really a blessing. I completely thank you. Like, from the bottom of my heart. But that must be for this great ISO 20022 information I put out. Like I said, go watch that video. So, again, today was a nice day so far. Thomas. I love sharing a name with Thomas because I am a Thomas myself. So welcome to Tom's Army, fellow Tom. Joins Tom's Army today. Brandon Harris, I believe, joins Tom's Army. Long time. Like I said, Nick. And damn it, I can't remember, but Nick. I'm just going to say Amaya. But they joined during my live stream. Thank you. So this is from yesterday, guys, some of these. Joined Tom's Army. Jay Dam has been around since the Hoover Dam. He's been showing support so long. Part of Tom's Army now. I'm so grateful. Yannick has been around for a long time as well. Now part of Tom's Army officially. Low Dave, also part of Tom's Army, another low rider in Tom's crew. Joshua, my man Joshua, joins Tom's Army and takes the plunge. And a long time OGs, Curtis Massey, joins Tom's Army. Can you believe it? Up to 114 members. Wouldn't you like to get an introduction like this? I know I would. And yes, guys, I did too join Tom's Army. Oh, yes, I did, because I am too a schlub. I fell for his high pitch. I fell for his jabroni style. He convinced me as a fellow jabroni, as I am Italian, to come and join Tom's Army. So his sales pitch was so strong. I, too, joined Tom's Army 12 days ago. You see it right there in green. XRP Future Millionaire. If you can't support yourself and know your self-worth, well, if I'm not worth $9.99, why should you guys think I'm worth $9.99? Right? And Julie is one of those 114 subscribers. So this household is 2 members of Tom's Army. So, see what's going on here, guys. Like I said, these mid bounces, that's about all you're doing. If you just follow my page, look what I say is going to happen. I think we got to go down there, and we can either have a bounce at 30,000 to make a mild push to 34, or we got to go down to 28,000 for a double bounce. We'll have a weak push up to like 30, 34, something weak, and then we're going to come down to 22 and then go from there. That's what I think is going to happen in the short term. So all the altcoins follow. This isn't anything for anything else other than that. That's the one scenario XRP could take, but it's not. But that's funny that it looks like that, because that's the sun. You know, the sun looks fucked when it's in the 2 hour. You know. But if you go to the 1 minute. See? Now. So, guys, we'll end like that, so you can see the sunny days on the screen. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Sunny days will come again with XRP. But that's all I'm saying, guys. You just got to watch, be patient, watch all this shit keep collapsing, because it's never going to get higher than it was 24 hours ago until we finally hit this bottom. And this won't be the many of bottoms. This will just be one of many bottoms. Just remember that. T-Speak at 222 XRP Future Millionaire with the sidebound on XLM and Future Digibite OG. I encourage you guys to join Tom's Army. Help me push up to that 115 and beyond. I get to 500. I'll do 30-minute day podcasts, and I can be here aside from 2 classes a week. And then, you know, if we get to 1,000 paid subscribers, I know it's a lofty goal, but I've only had active subscribers for 14 days, and we've already got 114. So that speaks for itself. If we can keep getting 2 or 3 a day, maybe by, you know, the middle to end of summer, I could do this full time, and I would be forever grateful. I'll always keep those classes as a, you know, thank you to each and every one of you who want to learn. You might not have enough money. It's only $6.25 a class, which comes out to $12.50 a week, or $50 a month. You get 8 classes a month, 8 to 9 p.m. I teach you the next level technical analysis in a way that you will never get taught in a traditional classroom. This is my progressive class. No suits. Even if you are suits, you're not allowed to act like a suit, because we got very, very, very well-off people in our group as well. So we got some deep pockets. So if you want to be a part of that, you also get the link to the class. So rest assured, You get the link to the Discord if you pay the $50 a month for the class, or you can pay $50 a month and get the Discord and you get the class for free, whatever you want to, however you want to label it to yourself to make you feel better. So, Shelly, I'm going to send you an email as soon as I can and get you involved, get you in. And then for 14 days, the classes are available, the past classes, so you can kind of catch up a little bit. So that puts you, you would have 4 classes. The past 4 classes would be available. So just look at it. You're getting those for free. And then you'll pick up on the fly. So, and then when I need to teach you something, I'll show you what to open up. And I'll always go through an introduction before we go back to TradingView or whatever we're going to do. But right now we're going through different things. My class is very, very intelligent. We're very, very helpful. So don't feel stupid. There is no stupid questions. I always tell my class the only the only stupid question is the one left unasked. And they asked me what I meant by that. And everybody, I always tell them, it's a stupid question because if you don't ask it because of the perception or how you perceive somebody responding to it, you've lost. You've now done a disservice to yourself of getting the knowledge that you crave to obtain and you deserve. And without getting that knowledge, you're never going to advance. So if some of you wouldn't have found my channel, I would have never opened your eyes. If some of you weren't in here, you would have never opened my eyes. See how that works? It may be my channel and you guys call me the charting guru. I didn't know about VeChain. I was so laser-minded on XRP, XLM, DGB. The rest of them, for all I cared, could have went to hell. I didn't care about ZIL. I didn't care about ADA. I didn't care about Algo. I didn't care about IOTA. I knew about ISO 20022, but all I cared about was XRP, XLM, DGB, and XDC, which I couldn't get. That's all I cared about. And you guys keep asking me about DGB. That's because of their network. I keep telling you, I'm going to tell you guys about this soon, but DGB, what it does, and its framework put into place, guys, it's going to revolutionize things. And yeah, it might not get to 1,000 or 10,000, but if it's at 100, would you bitch? If it was the Litecoin of the next generation, would you be mad? Okay. And ZIL has the Zilliqua network. They've got their community, the Zilliqua, they call them. But you've got to look that up, guys. That is not a joke. But that's what I'm saying. Without you, I wouldn't even have half my portfolio. I would know about IOTA and Algo and Doge and XRP, XDC, XLM. I wouldn't have known about Hedera Hashgraph. I would have known about Litecoin and Ethereum and Bitcoin and that bullshit. But I wouldn't have known about HBAR, a huge one. I wouldn't have known about DOT. I wouldn't have known about VeChain, and that's the one that I have to thank Fakari every single time. He saved me on VeChain. I did not know VeChain was a thing like that. I knew about it, but I didn't know how big it was until he kind of kicked me in the nuts. So listen, motherfucker, you need to fucking look into it. I don't care, motherfucker. I might be around the world, but I'm going to... And he did. He beat me down until I finally clicked into it. I didn't know what the fuck Matic Network was. So I was literally XRP, and if you guys were here in the beginning, I said, guys, in the beginning, I would only cover XRP and tell you about DGB and XLM, but I wouldn't even cover it. I would just do XRP. And then I expanded into XLM, increased my name. Then also added DGB, increased my name. Because those are my 3 main ones. Obviously, I know about the rest, but those are my 3 babies. XRP, XLM is all I'll ever need to be rich. DGB is the one I'm going to make famous. When you type in DGB on YouTube now, I'm the first person who comes up, and I can't believe it. I love it. Because when I first looked for DGB information, it was all from a bunch of losers. So at least now if you click on my page, you'll get some real information. So I do thank each and every one of you. Join Tom's Army, keep me here full time, and get this time-tested knowledge, power, and information that you simply can't get anywhere else. And get the confidence to trade properly. And never have to worry about being yourself in this channel. I will never put you down, as you guys know. I will only encourage you. Doesn't matter what you believe. It doesn't matter how you trade. It doesn't matter your area of expertise. You're all the same to me. If you have a big heart and you're caring and loyal, I can see past the rest. T-Speaker 222 XRP Future Millionaire with the side bet on XM and Future Digibite OG. I love each and every one of you for real. You're my family.